Baghdad reveals new economic package to further de-dollarize trade. Of course the goal is to strengthen the dinar. This one is from the Express Tribune, unshackling the Iraq dinar, talking about how Iraq has a plan to unshackle themselves from US dealings, and is aligning themselves with BRICS and new emerging global commodities. Part of that process is strengthening the dinar, removing the 3 zeros, not a lot. These are great, they are coming from mainstream worldwide news sources and are talking about exactly what we are expecting. The strengthening of the dinar, de-dollarization, and return of commodities backing their money. A good source says, all is ready, just waiting on the GO signal. All systems are ready. No hold UPS in sight, time will tell. Agency folks are on high alert. If you own this currency and are an investor and you don't know what you own, it's time to pay attention. Because this is all coming to fruition. It's a beautiful time frame to be a so-called dinarian. What would really be a super huge lift and bring a ton of value to the Iraq dinar is if they get away from the greenbacks and start using their own currency to do transactions for the oil. That would be huge. A lot of people probably don't realize, but I've been in the dinar investment since 2008. Probably one of the most knowledgeable on the facts, and read most professional documents ever written pertaining to the dinar. I know what I'm talking about. On Wednesday, the Prime Minister of Iraq's advisor took the lead from the Central Bank of Iraq and announced Iraq has the largest foreign currency reserves in its history and that the exchange rate treatment package aims to prevent profiteering at the expense of the economy. What's funny, all of a sudden his poker face breaks and he says when it comes time to do the exchange, I'm sure we can assist in some way. I said that's what I was hoping to hear. If and when the time comes, you and I have been friends for a long time, you know I have 100% trust in you. Do I come to you to get advice on how not to lose my funds? He says no. I'm going to set you up with a wealth manager, and he immediately is typing stuff into his computer, and this is what caught me off guard. He turns around and he says, you know, I've seen exchanges and movement in the dinar in just the past few days. I said I got to get to Albuquerque this afternoon. I got to get going. When I get back I'll give you a call. I stood up and shook his hand. I said, you know what, I probably won't talk to you for a while, so happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. And he said, oh, we'll talk before that. Frank, there it is. And considering they're now talking about releasing change to the people. I said, when I first started talking to you about this, the exchange rate was about 1470 roughly to 1. Does it make any sense to start issuing any coinage? He kind of grinned at me big. He said, no sir, it really doesn't. I said, Tom, I'm nervous. I know what the FDIC covers and, you know how much currency I have. Even if it goes at 1 to 1, I'm kind of spooked about how much wealth I could lose.